Hey yo, what do you say? What do you know? It's your guy Blue Eyes. Welcome back to the show. Let's go. Yeah, let's get ready in this bitch. Stay ready and steady. It's kinda hard for all that. Salute to the chat. Know where it's at. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let a few people get in here, build up. I noticed the last few times I went live, I did the intro too early. So when I did my shit, hey yo, what do you say? What do you know? All that shit. Um, it only got like a part of it. It only got the end. Hold up. Let's go with my chain, bro. Here we go. Salute. Thank you for pulling up. Salute to the troops. Dollar signs and clovers. Shamrocks for my soldiers. You know this. Hold this. You know that. Hold that. Lean back. Get my fat Joe on and lean back. Shout out to the whole Scandal Squad, aka Scandalous Squadron. All my savage severes in here, yeah. Salute. Hey, excuse me. Hey, what do you say? Salute. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna give it a minute. Let people get in here. Yo, what do you know? Salute. It's a beautiful day out here. Yesterday it was, I don't want to say 66, it's kind of an evil number, and I ain't gonna say 6 7 like one of these cornballs. So I'm gonna say it was around 65 degrees yesterday. It was beautiful. I was out here in a t-shirt. We gonna get into that. Yesterday was Scandalous Saturdays. I'm mostly here today just to promote tonight's live. You know what I'm saying? We going live tonight on the YouTube streets. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know that I appreciate you all. Let me jump on my other phone real quick. Pull up, pull up the live stream up. I don't want to get a copyright. Let me turn this down. All right, I'm gonna go to my own live stream right quick. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there real quick so I can see who's in the chat, and I could always salute to the chat just like that. Lean that on my jacket real quick. Championships, City of Champs, Boston, Mass, City of Champs. You know where it's at. So yo, tonight. I'm just here to promote the YouTube Streets podcast tonight. We just might be having a special guest. We're gonna be getting into a few topics. You know, Plug wants to cover that JLR shit. I don't know too much about it, but we've been breaking down some crazy videos as of recently. I'm looking forward to that. I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see what else comes of that. We're going to be talking about Wes Walton. If you don't know who Wes Walton is, he's a dude from California, claims to be a Wood. He did some time in Cali. You know, he's from Dago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to San Diego, man. He might be doing some time in Florida. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole chat. You know that. Shout out to the YouTube street. Shout out to the whole Scandalous Squad, S Squad, Dollar Sign Gang in the building. You know how we do. Salute. Throw the messes up. Yeah. So we gonna get into it, bro. Hey, yo, what do you say? What do you know? It's your guy, Blue Eyes. Welcome back to the show. Let's go. So, yesterday was crazy. So, yesterday was Scandalous Saturdays. That's when I reunite. I get a little reunion going with the squad. We kick back and reminisce. We watch the boxing fights. The Tyson Fury fight. Congratulations to Fury for the win, taking the W. You know what I'm saying? That was a good fight. And then we watched the UFC fights later. The main event was alright. The co-main event was ass. But the fight before the co-main event, right? Trying to remember dude's name. Hardik, Hartik, and let me see if I can remember dude's name. Big old dude, bro. Yeah. You say it a little different though. I don't want to chop his name up. So in the main card, you had Alberg Prosovic. I don't know how to even say his fucking name. Fury. Let's see. Blades. Yo, Bond Dog, salute. Good looking out to you. It was on the tip of my tongue. Blades, bro. So yo, that was the fight of the night. That was a monster fight, bro. That dude, yo, I tell you, bro, that dude, Josh Hardick, that was a crazy fight. Yeah, Curtis Blades versus Josh Hardick. That was crazy. That was a crazy fight. Yeah, Fury. Yo, so we pregame. We did a little pregame, right? We did a little pregame. With the boxing, we watched Fury. The Fury fight was good. That wasn't bad at all. Fury took the W. Hey, shout out to New Age Plug, El Plugger, the plugger, my brother from another. So, YouTube streets tonight. It's gonna be crazy. Official like a referee with the whistle. We going live. Yeah, that's right. We live tonight. We live. Shout out to all my loyal ones. Salute. But we going live tonight. YouTube streets, and we might have a special guest. We're gonna be talking about JLR. We're gonna be talking about Wes Walton, and we might even have Milk 74 pull up. You never know who else is gonna pull up. We might have a special guest tonight. But your boy Blue Eyes, DVS, and New Age Plug, we will be live tonight on the YouTube streets. So everybody in the chat, you know where it's at. YouTube Streets Podcast. We back tonight. We live with your guys, Blue Eyes, DVS, New Age Plug, Stuck in the System, Scandalous Squad, Savage Severes. Yeah. We here. We here. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know where it's at. So yo, the fight before Blades, it was like a boring fight, bro. Even and I was rooting for homeboy Johnny Walker. How could you forget that name? It's the name of the whiskey, the liquor. Real Irish name, right? I was rooting for him. Had to do Reyes or whatever. That fight was kind of lame, to be honest. But yo, not the co-main event. The main event was homeboy stepped back on his leg and fucked up his leg. Another dude was trying to like, all right, let's stand here and fight. Let's stand here and fight. He tried to give him the fair ones, and bow, he caught a left hook, and it was over. He got knocked the fuck out. I was waiting for Smokey from Friday to just pop out of nowhere, like, you got knocked the fuck out, man. This shit was crazy. But the co-main event, it was fucking boring, bro. It was alright. It was alright. But the fight before the third, the the fight before the co-main event, the one before that was boring, right? But the third fight leading up to the co-main event and the main event, Hardik, or Hardik, or Hodik, however the fuck you say his name, versus Blades. That fight was lit. That was like two fucking monsters. It's just rock 'em, sock 'em, back and forth. They were going at it, blow for blow. Let's go. They were just in the ring, getting it in, bro, like a speed bag, bro. They were going at it, bro. That was a good fucking fight. So, yo, for everybody asking, right? I am not monetized. I do not get super chats. I do not get donations. If you would like to donate to the page, do so through Cash App. $ Blue Eyes Ronnie. That's $ Blue Eyes Ronnie on Cash App. If not, it's no problem. Just hit that like button if you like something. You know what I'm saying? We got almost just as many likes. Alright, that's what I like to see. We got just as many likes as we got people in here. That means everybody up in here is hitting that like button. I appreciate you all. Let me just get out to the chat right quick before I get into this shit, because this is just a build up. I'm here to promote tonight's live on the YouTube streets. So we got Pebbles, salute. Harrison, salute. Root, salute. Snowplow, salute. I appreciate you. Katie, salute. Bond Dog, just me being real. YouTube streets, New Age plug. S Badu, however you say that. My girl, Stephen Kelly, everybody in the chat, you know where it's at. I appreciate you. Much love and respect. Respect and honor. You feel me? Respect and honor. You feel me? And I'ma say it till they kill me. You feel me? But I'm just here to pop my shit. I got big news coming. I wanna talk about it so bad, bro. I wanna talk about it so bad. But the moves are so big. I have to sign an NDA, no Diddy. Non-disclosure agreement. Until everything is released, until we cross all our T's and dot all our I's, and by us I mean the production team, the producers, the directors, the writers, everybody involved in this project, until they get all their ducks in a row, I can't talk too much about it. But I did tell them they know I do a podcast, right? Shout out to my homeboy Joe Banger, Joey Clout, no doubt. $ Gang or Don't Bang, salute. Scandal Squad, you know this. All my stand up guys, all my solid dudes, street soldiers, soul survivors, you know this. Straight riders, scandalous riders, right? So I can't say too much. I'm dying to show you the pictures. I'm just dying to show you the videos that I have in my phone, that I have on the brand new MacBook laptop that they gave me. The script that they gave me. Oh, whoa, script? What you mean script? That's right. So I did talk to my homeboy last night. He told me what I can say. I can't say this much. This much I can say, right? Like a sensei. This is what I can say. Corrupt, what up? Fact Strangers and Fiction, what up? Got New York in the building. Big shout out to New York from Boston. Roof, salute. You know how we do. You know the truth. Think I like this one better. I cut down on the weed, so I've been fucking with these vapes. Whenever I get the urge to smoke, I hit the vape. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing good with the not smoking. I'm doing really good, really good. So yesterday's I had the squad over. Usually we go out. But last night we had it at the crib. Um, like I said, we watched the boxing matches during the day, and we cool. We chilled, had some food. You know what I mean? And then we waited for the UFC to come on, and we watched the fights. Facts. Yo, when Boston and New York get attached, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's big rivalry when it comes to sports, and you know what I'm saying. I've seen dudes in Boston get beat up just for wearing the Yankees hat. When I was just in the St. Patrick's Day parade, I seen dudes with Yankee suck flags just in the crowd waving them bitches. They turn up out here over that shit. But I got love for my homies in New York. I got homies in Hell's Kitchen. Shout out to Brooklyn, Flatbush, Harlem, all that shit. Queens, all the boroughs. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We keep it thorough. Yonkers, all that shit. Salute. See who we got in the chat right quick. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it, bro. Strange, that'll do it. That'll do it. So, yo, back to the matter at hand, right? Just so you understand, I can't say too much. I wish I could, bro. I got pictures and videos on my phone that I'm dying to share. Yeah, I'm just dying to share these pictures and videos. The shit I got on my phone, the trailer, the sneak peeks, the previews. All I can say, all I will say, so everybody knows by now, I was in the St. Patrick's Day parade. Right. Anybody could go to the St. Patrick's Day parade and be at the parade. That's cool. I wasn't at the parade. I was at the parade, but I wasn't just at the parade. I was in the parade on a float. Shout out to Jalen Brown. Shout out to Bob Wahlberg. Shout out to Donnie Wahlberg. Shout out to Marky. Shout out to all the Wahlbergs. Salute. Shout out to JMC Media, James Cummins, John Shea. Shout out to Danger Dog Productions, my man Zane. Shout out to Big X. Shout out to Davy Boy. Salute. So I was in this documentary. I was in the parade. I was on the float. I was in a documentary called Salty Man, coming soon to a theaters near you. So I made some connections that day. People talking about put me in a movie. I'm the type of dude, I don't get my hopes up. Respectfully, with all due respect, sincerely, I just don't get my hopes up. I'm the type of dude, I believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I believe none of what I hear and half of what I see. And nowadays with all this AI shit, you can't even believe half of what you see. So I'm optimistically humble, I'm grateful, but at the same time, I ain't getting my hopes up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right, cool, cool. But then I get the call. I pull up. I walk in. They're recording me. I'm like, damn, why they recording me? When I walk in, it's like kind of a party, and they're all recording my actions on their phone and the cameras and shit. So I walk in, and there's a script on the table. It got my name on it. I'm like, damn. So I'm thinking that's just my part, but I ain't gonna get into it too much. I ain't gonna go too crazy. I don't want to get main character syndrome, but you'll see what I mean. That is exactly 100% the case, and I have all the right to do so, because when you see the name of the movie, when you see the cover of the movie, when you see who is the main star of the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, I can't say too much. What I can say, what I will say, I throw these hands like a sensei, but I still pray. I will be in a movie. That's right. Big moves, big movies, big money coming to a theater near you. I will be in a movie very soon. I can't talk about it too much. I can't give too much details. Thank you to everybody in the chat congratulating me. I really appreciate that shit sincerely. Sincerely severe. Sincerely sincere. It's your boy Severe. Yeah. Real Severe, aka Real Sincere, aka Conway. I do shit the Don way, aka Boston Boss, Scandalous Squadster, Mass Made, Malden Mobster. So, yo, I will be in a movie. Alright? The cat's out the bag. I'm about to be in a movie, right? Who I miss? I like to shout out everybody in the chat. I got my other Jack right here. I got two phones. So shout out to Corrupt, Snowplow, Bond Dog, Katie, Fax. Plugger, Roof, Pebbles, and Snowplow. They be showing me mad love. Holly from Canada. What's good, gorgeous? Who you calling handsome? Your man, son? Thank you. I appreciate you. Salute, salute, salute. Let me see what we got in the chat. Shout out to Roof, Holly from Canada. All my beautiful people. All my beautiful people in the chat. You know where it's at. Tonight, we live on the YouTube Streets podcast. That's right. So I get a call earlier. I had my phone ringing. It's Milk74. He's like, yo, what's up? What up with the podcast? We've been going back and forth. We kind of been slacking on Milk for a grip for a little while, but we had him on the YouTube streets probably like 19 times. My girl, salute. I appreciate the green hearts. Your boy Blue, you know what to do. I appreciate you. So I get a call from Milk. I had like a missed call and I heard my phone ringing. So then he texts me, yo, you wanna do a podcast or a live, let me know. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me hit up Plug. So I called DVS, I called Plug, chop it up with them. I hit Milk back. I'm like, yo, we going live tonight. Either way, regardless. We doing big things respectfully, with all due respect, humbly. We don't even need no guests. We doing our thing. We on grind mode. We focused. We're ready for whatever. We would love to have a guest pull up. Everybody's welcome, but we're prepared to carry on the show whether we have a guest or not, you know? So I'm like, yo, we're gonna be live tonight with or without you. If you wanna pull up, pull up. But if you go to Milk74's Instagram, he already shared the live, he already shared the thumbnail, he shared the link, he told everybody to pull up, and he said he's pulling up. So YouTube streets tonight, your guy Blue Eyes, Boston Boss, Malden May, Mass Mobster, Scandalous Squaster, and this is for Corrupt. Dollar signs and clovers, shin rocks for my soldiers. You know this. Salute. But yo, DVS stuck in the system. New York in the building. New Age plug. Florida in the building. Pino will probably pull up. Hola. Jose Sules. Pino will probably pull up, but Milk will dip if we got Pino up there. So we gotta kind of be careful. You know how Milk be, you know what I'm saying? We have a certain guest up there. Usually if it's like a loc, we have like ODM Slim or something like that, pull up, he usually dip out. He's probably gonna want to talk about the Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Mane shit like that. I'm gonna bring up the whole Crip Mac being out with a few other things, you know what I mean? Pathetic Flacco. And I see people stealing my shit. 1090, you from Malden. You from Mass, right? You my dog. You could call Poetic Flacco, Pathetic Flacco all you want. Just give me my credit. Let's go, homie. Just give me my credit. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know that your boy Blue Eyes came up with that name. I'm the first one to call Poetic Flacco Pathetic Flacco on the YouTube streets like 3 years ago. That's on dogs. That's on dead dogs. Rest in peace to the homies. But we're probably gonna have Milk pull up. Either way, we will be live tonight. We gonna be doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking our shit, real rap, everything but sing. Shit, it's my table. You know what I bring. But yeah, man, I forgot to wear the bling. Where's my ring? You know what I'm saying? I just got out the shower, had to brush the bed, took off my earrings to take a shower, took out the blings. Forgot to put on my pinky ring, but threw on the new neck piece. You know what I'm saying? Had to flex the new neck. You know what I'm saying? I had to flex the new necklace. But yeah, I know I'm all over the place, right? It's whatever. That's me. This is me without weed. I'm a hyper motherfucker. I'm an intense, aggressive motherfucker. I used to get agitated and aggravated when I didn't smoke weed. Now I'm just learning to live without the weed. So I'm doing push-ups like a motherfucker. Excuse me. The soda got me, you know what I'm saying? I hate when a motherfucker eats on a live stream. That shit drives me crazy. or if they burp and don't say excuse me, I'll leave the live because I'm gonna say some shit. That shit's disrespectful. So even if I burp and you don't hear me, if you hear me saying excuse me, it's just mandatory, bro. Like if somebody sneezes in front of me, I'm gonna say bless you. That's just the way I was brought up. Not a lot of people are like that. So even if you don't hear me, if I do a light burp, I get the hiccups from the soda. This is my new vice. This is my vice. It's always been my vice. So, but a motherfucker burp on a live with me and not say excuse me. A few years ago we had a dude in the YouTube streets. I won't mention his name, but he's a big YouTuber. I cussed that motherfucker out and left alive, cause he burped and didn't say excuse me. Like you fucking rude, dirty motherfucker, dirty people, like scumbag. Have some fucking manners. If we was in person, I'd probably punch you in your fucking face. That's just me. It could be a Boston thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna push my politics on everybody else. I ain't gonna expect everybody to have the same heart that I have, but I do command respect. I do demand respect. If I burp in front of you, I'ma say excuse me. If you sneeze in front of me, I'ma say bless you. That's just how I get down. Krista, oh double G, salute. You feel me? Just want to make sure I shout out everybody. I'm just taking my time. This is right now. I'm just here to promote tonight's live on the YouTube streets, and I'm here to interact with the chat because I've had so much going on the last few lives. I didn't really get to interact with the chat too much. I was trying not to get distracted. I was trying to stay on track, so I wasn't allowing myself to interact with the chat as much as I would like to because I appreciate you. Without you, I would not be here. I'll be honest, I've been popping my shit for years. I'll go live on Instagram, I'll go live on Facebook, but I used to just be flexing. $30,000 worth of jewelry, money, hoes, and clothes. That's all a player knows, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a new me. You know what I'm saying? You know the old me, not the grown me, homie. So I'm on some new shit. So I'm just here to kick it with you guys, you know what I'm saying? Or like you were saying to self, y'all, I'm here to kick it with y'all. But out here in Boston, we say you guys. I'm here to kick it with you guys. Here to have a sit down. Let's have a sit down. Let's sit down and talk. So, a few things for the movie. I can talk about a few things. The longer I let my beard grow, cause like I said, when I was a baby, when I was born with strawberry blonde hair. So the longer my beard gets, the redder it gets. It gets redder and redder and redder. It gets more red. So you start to see the strawberry blonde hairs. So I asked them how they want my hair. Do they want me to shave my beard? They actually want. So I planned on shaving my beard for the summer, so I could go to the beach, get some color, get some sun. You know what I'm saying? Soak up some vitamin D and shit like that. But my character in the movie has a beard, so they want me to keep the beard. So depending on whether he's Irish or not, which the movie is based in Boston, I might be giving you too much right now. That's all I'm gonna say about the movie. The movie is about cops and criminals. That's all I can say. But they might want me to trim my hair a little bit. You know what I mean? Because usually in the summer I shave my face and shave my head. In the winter I rock the Viking. I shave the sides, keep the top long. Got my Viking braid and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? No man bun shit, just Viking shit. But they told me they want me to keep it exactly how it is. So I'm gonna just fade the sides as always. I keep my shit clean. I can't stand hair on my neck or on my sideburns. I always keep this shit clean and my neck clean. I always get faded up. Even if I keep the top long, excuse me, the sides are shaved. Plus, my whole head is tattooed. So they want to see the tattoos on my head. So they said, we want you to keep your hair exactly how you have your hair now. So they said, but I'm like, yo, I plan on shaving my beard for the summer. I could always let it grow. You know? I could always let it grow. What up? I could always grow it back. They're like, yo, how long does it take? Yo, my shit grows fast. I just shaved this shit not too long ago. I was just talking to one of my homeboys. He's like, "Damn, your beard is long. This shit's getting longer than mine." I'm like, "Yo, I shaved 3 times since you've been growing your shit out, and I trim my shit every other week. I trim it. But if I took a brush right now and brushed this shit out, it'd be out to here. I just got it combed nice. You know what I'm saying? I clean up nice, keep my shit nice and precise. Let me interact with the chat. Ronnie gonna be a star. Facts. So I was just talk. I don't want to say too much. Let me just say this. Donnie Wahlberg got a new show out called Boston Blues. Go check that shit out. You never know who might make an appearance on that show. Quick special guest appearance. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. Shout out to the Wahlberg brothers. They've been showing me mad love. Millie's and Mark. My homeboy Millie's from Cambridge. He just linked up with Mark Wahlberg. They're gonna be doing something. I won't get into it too much. I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, give their Easter egg. I don't wanna give no spoilers and shit. Oh, you watched that show, Holly? You about to see somebody you know then. Shit's about to get Holly jolly. Shit is about to get jolly, Holly. You might see somebody you know soon on that show. I was just with Donnie's brother. So there was a movie called Southie with James Cummins, John Shea, and Donnie Wahlberg. I was with all of them on St. Patrick's Day in the float. Check out my videos. Anybody that thinks I'm capping when I'm rapping, my shit is real talk. This is real rap. I went live. I posted like 100 fucking shots. So I got mad short videos, mad short videos, and I got a bunch of long videos. But you can see me on the float with Bob Wahlberg, aka Bobby Wahlberg, Robert Wahlberg. I call him Bobby Wahlberg. But yeah, it's gonna be lit. I can't say too much, but basically they want me to keep my beard for the movie. So I'm gonna be looking the same way I be looking. Last time I was live, I took my hat off. You know what I'm saying? I got the Viking bun going on. The sides are shaved, faded, but I got the top long. But my whole head is tattooed. I got a shamrock here, big ass shamrock. I got a big ass diamond right here, and then I got a devil whispering in one ear. How you doing? Hola, mi amigo. So I got the devil whispering in one ear, and I got the angel whispering in my other ear. So my whole head is tattooed. So whenever every I get a fade every week, if not every other week, I get a fade, right? So they want me to keep my hair the way it is so they can see my head tats, and they want me to keep the beard. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much gonna be looking the same way I am now. I'll be looking the same way in the movie. But what I am trying to do, what I was already trying to do, right, is I'm trying to gain some motherfucking weight. I'm trying to get my weight up. I'm trying to get weight. I'm back in the gym. Yeah, I'm back in the gym. So it's gonna be the same old me. You know what I'm saying? Same OG, same original gangster, same OG, same OG, same old me, same OG, same old G, same OG, same old me. But there's gonna be a few things they're gonna look a little different. Like I might get rid of the red hairs and the blonde hairs. Cause if I trim my shit is brown. It looks brown and black. But the longer I let it get, the longer it gets, it starts to turn red, like a strawberry blonde. So they said they might dye my shit to my original color or just have me trim it, but they want me to keep the beard. And there might be some scars on me. I have scars all over my body from years of living that street life and violence, you know what I'm saying? I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, but I don't have too many that are visible cuz my whole body's covered in tattoos. So most of my scars are covered with tattoos. So they might add a few scars. They might change my facial hair a little bit, whether it's dye it or trim it up a little bit. But whatever it is, I'm here for it. I'm open to it. Auntie Kiki. That's crazy. She said when I grow my beard, it's red too. That's crazy. I don't know how to take that, bro. Yo, so that's another. Let me just bring this up real quick, right? Is it a Boston thing saying aunt? Cause I hear other people when they talk about their mother's sister or their father's brother, like or their father's sister, aunt and uncle. When I'm on the live, right? When I'm watching other videos and TV, I hear people call their aunt auntie, aunt, like a bug. Am I bugging? Is it just a Boston thing? Is it an East Coast thing? Cause we don't say aunt, we say aunt. Like you aren't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we say aunt. I don't say aunt. I would never call my aunt auntie or auntie or aunt. Like fucking Wizard of Oz. Annie M, Annie M. Like that just sounds that sounds fucking weird to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a Boston thing. Maybe it's a New England thing. Maybe it's a Massachusetts thing. Maybe it was the way I was raised. You know what I'm saying? But out here, we don't say aunt. I've never heard anybody call their auntie or their aunt auntie or aunt until I got on YouTube. Other than the movies. Correct me if I'm wrong. What do you say? Do you pronounce it aunt or aunt like a bug? I just feel weird. I feel like I would be disrespecting my aunts if I called them aunts. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, I don't mean to disrespect anybody. I know everybody's different. Every state is different. Every country is different. Every family is different. Yeah, but do you say it like aunt or aunt? Okay, so Holly's from Canada. She said her family says it like me. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Pebbles says my family just calls me Pebbles or Aunt Pebbles, like Aunt. So they say Aunt Pebbles. My girl Tiff, Aunt. We do the same thing in the Midwest. Yo, corrupt. What do you do in the Midwest? Is it Aunt or Aunt? Listen, if it's Aunt, put aunt in the chat. If it's aunt, put the aunt emoji in the chat. I really want to know what how you say it. Put the state or country, put where you from, and then how you say it. So Boston aunt. Holly from Canada says, I mean Boston is aunt. My bad, you got me fucked up. Boston is aunt. Holly from Canada says aunt. But if you say it aunt, put aunt. So we got my girl Tiff. Now that's not my girl. That's just her name on YouTube for all the ladies out there. Relax, take it easy. I'm single, take it easy. So, Tiff from Jersey says aunt. Marilyn, Katie says aunt. Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo. Corrupt, Midwest, aunt. VA, Krista, aunt. Yeah, I'm called Tia. Well, Tia, that's a Latina thing. I already know. Theo's uncle. I'm a little fluid in the Espanol. You have to when living the life I was living back in the day. It's all Irish and Italians out here, but you got a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. So when you hustling and you selling drugs and you gang banging and shit like that, it's very important. It's imperative to know other languages in case anybody's ever plotting on you or trying to talk about you or right to your face but behind your back at the same time because you can't understand. So I could understand a lot of Spanish. I could speak a very little, but I could understand a lot because I never want to put myself in a situation where there'd be people in front of me during an exchange, what have you, a business meeting, and I wouldn't want so like Italian and Spanish. I learned how to understand that shit. So yeah, T is not English. You know what I'm saying? That's how they say it in Spanish. Cause I know, you know what I'm saying, all my little homies that are Puerto Rican, they call me Theo. That's uncle. You know what I'm saying? Chat's funny. Y'all are funny. Pebbles, bro. First of all, you told me to remind you that your kid wants you to stop smoking, so stop smoking. I'm just playing. But you be wild with the comments sometimes. So I don't know how to take you sometimes. Sometimes I be like, yo, this chick's bugging, and sometimes I'm like, yo, I love her. She's funny as fuck. But she said her dog is a Mexican. That's one of them comments right there. I don't know how to take that shit. I personally, I laugh my motherfucking ass off. But you're gonna have people that take offense. Is it a Chihuahua? Like, what are we talking about? My dog is a pit bull. He's Irish. Especially the red-nosed pit bulls. They originate in Ireland. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. I broke that down before. CB Shenanigans in the chat. Salute, Ruth. Salute, you know where it's at. Yeah, Pebbles, you be wildin'. You be wildin' sometimes. But you're a great supporter. You and Snowplow show a lot of love. I love everybody in the chat. I appreciate all your support, each and every one of you. But Snowplow, she shows a lot of support. I fucking love you, Snowplow. Pebbles, you show a lot of support. I fucking love you. You guys have shown me a tremendous amount of support, and no words can express how much gratitude and how grateful I am. But the best I could do is just say I fucking love you and I appreciate you 100%. We got Chaz in the building. Hold on, how that shit just get through me right quick? Chaz, salute. Yo, congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate. She said she did. She did a DNA test on her dog, and her dog's is Mexican. It's a schnoodle. What the fuck is a schnoodle? I don't know. I got 4 pit bulls. I've had 9 dogs in my life. No, I had 10 dogs. I'm lying. I've had 9 pit bulls in my life. When I was young, I had a Chihuahua. When I lived in the projects, so the projects I used to live in, that I grew up in, you weren't allowed to have dogs. So everyone would get a small dog and hide it. But all the big homies had pit bulls. I used to walk them and train them and play with them and shit. That's how I got obsessed with pit bulls. So the minute I moved out the projects, I got myself a pit bull. He used to nibble on my ears when we would wrestle. He'd always try to bite my ears, so I named him Tyson. My first pit bull was named Tyson. But my first dog I ever had in the projects was a Chihuahua. She was fat as fuck, and she was racist as fuck, bro. Every time I had family members over that were colored, she would chase them. Every time I had black homies over the crib, she would chase them and bark at them. I don't know why. I don't know where the fuck she came from, but we had to like train her not to be racist. I swear to God, I know that shit sounds crazy, but anytime a black person walked in my house, and like I said, a lot of my family is mixed. I got black, Irish, Italian, Brazilian, Puerto Rican. Most of my family is Irish and Italian, but half of the people that live in my household are black. So I don't have a racist bone in my body. Despite what people say about Boston and South Boston and East Cambridge, this shit is not the fucking 1940s no more. You know what I'm saying? My generation, we are not racist. We are not hateful. We're not prejudiced. I got family and I got some of my closest friends are black. I don't see color, I see loyalty. You feel me? I don't care where you come from, it's where you at. You know what I'm saying? It's about your heart. It ain't loyal to who it ain't about who's loyal to your face. It's about who's loyal behind your back. And just the homies I had over last night, the squad. One of them is half black, half Italian. The other one is half Irish, half Italian. A lot of my homies in the squad, they got the shamrock tattoos because they're scandalous. They got clover tattoos. They're black. They're Italian, but they still have shamrock tattoos because they're scandalous. You know what I'm saying? It's very common out here. You'll see Italians and you'll see black people with shamrock tattoos. So the best way I could put it, think of the Boston Celtics, right? Think of the Boston Celtics. And shout out to Jalen Brown. I was kicking it with him during the parade. Shit was dope. He's very humble, very cool dude. But think of the Boston Celtics. That's how the Scandalous Squad is. You got black, white, all types, but we all wearing green. We all repping the clover. We all repping the shamrock. You feel me? That's the best way I could put it. We the new dead rabbits. You know what I'm saying? The scandalous excuse me. The scandalous squad, aka Scandal Squadron. Excuse me, I get the hiccups. We are the street version of the Boston Celtics. You'll see black, white, all kinds of colors, but we all wearing green. We wear green, black, and white. That's our tree colors. Green, black, and white. Black and white, and green for the team. Green for the green. Green for that money, honey. Don't ever get it fucked up, dummy. But I'm catching wreck, yo. I'm just talking my shit. A few other things, you know what I mean? 2026. Yeah, yeah. I don't like the Yankees. Chaz, fuck the Yankees. I was at the St. Patrick's Day parade. I've seen hundreds of flags. People waving flags. Yankees suck. Yo, I got videos on my page. I was on the float going by the crowd filming this shit, and people are chanting, Yankees suck. Yankees suck. I got up there right there with them. Yeah, Yankees suck. Yankees suck. It's fuck the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? I'll go put on my Boston Red Sox hat right now just for that comment alone. Fuck the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit. Fuck the Yankees, Krupp. This is Boston. That's just how we do. We different out here. You know what I'm saying? It's fuck the Yankees, bro. But shout out to Patrick Ewing. He used to hoop in my hood growing up. He's a stand up guy. He's a solid dude. We used to play basketball at Harvard Park. Harvard Park, Newland Street Projects, Malden, Mass. He would pull up to Harvard. He's from Cambridge. So Patrick Ewing played for the New York Knicks, but he's from Cambridge, Mass. So shout out to all my homeboys in Cambridge, Mass. Shout out to B. Luke. Shout out to the whole Scandalous Squadron. Bounce Back TV. But Patrick Ewing is from Cambridge, Massachusetts. And he used to shoot ball in Malden. He used to shoot ball at Cambridge. Me and my older brothers, we used to hoop with him when I was younger at Harvard Park. Facts. Real rap. I played Huss with him, 21. For anyone that don't know what Huss is, people call it horse. Horse, like the game horse. I don't know. I don't say horse. I say Huss. I know most people say horse, like with the ah, but I don't pronounce my ahs. I can't even when I try it just sounds crazy. Thank God the movie I'm in takes place in Boston, because if I had to put on any other accent, that would be difficult for me. Because even when I try to say it, I feel weird saying it. Like, you can't pay me to say my ahs. Even when I try to say it, it sounds awkward. I feel awkward pronouncing my ahs. Yeah, I got a lot of homeboys from Cambridge, a lot of homies from Dorchester. But believe it or not, I know a few people from Tewksbury and Sudbury. Suburbs too, they get it in, you know what I mean? Back in the day when you hustle, it's like people come from everywhere. They want it, you got it, they gonna come get it. Yeah, the Boston accent's hard to it's hard to shake. It's hard to shake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me. Yeah, a lot of people from Massachusetts, especially Boston, you could take them out of Boston, but you can't take the Boston out of them. They're still gonna be them. When shit gets real, like right now, I'm just talking shit. I'm being funny. I'm having fun. But if someone was to walk by me right now, like stare at me or something, or like say some shit disrespectful, and I turn up and get aggressive, start getting mad, you'll hear the Boston accent 10 times worse. Because when I get on YouTube, I try to articulate myself authenticiously, but at the same time, I try to be professional, right? So I try to speak so everybody can understand what I'm saying. But if you catch me in a heated moment, like off camera, or somebody was just walking by my car right now, they're walking by the car and they say some dumb shit, and they're like crossing the street and like run in front of my whip, and I had to slam on my brakes or some shit. I'll get real Boston real quick. Like you'll barely be able to understand what the fuck I'm saying. Like this shit turns up. The madder I get, the more mad I get, the more aggressive I get, the more aggravated, the more agitated I get, the more Boston I sound. You know what I'm saying? The more profound I get. I get like you fucking cocksucker motherfucker. Like that shit just comes out. Like I almost sound like my father, rest in peace. But my mother and my father, they have really bad Boston accents. Like they be like, that's a horse of another color. So just growing up, never mind my surroundings, is my siblings, my mother. My father was in prison my whole life, but we would talk on the phone. I would visit him. He'd write me letters and shit. Even my godfather, rest in peace, he had a very strong Boston accent. But we could talk like this and be civil. But when somebody from Boston, they get heated, you're gonna hear that shit come out quick. Like, you motherfucker, you cocksucking motherfucker, you fucking punk bitch, fucking. I don't wanna swear too much. It ain't all about swearing, but the accent comes out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you get somebody heated. I've seen people try to rage bait me in the comments before. Back in the day, you would have got me. I'm like, you fucking punk bitch, sucker, you cocksucking motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. I don't get like that no more. I just mind my business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, City of Champs, bro. It's fuck the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me address this. Chaz in the comments says, if a guy in a Yankees hat walked past you and said, the Red Sox suck, it's on site, right? Then and there. Absolutely. Let me give you an example. I was rocking a show in Boston, The Good Life, the greatest bar. There's a few bars in Boston. I did the Purple Shamrock, the Good Life, and the Greatest Bar, and then I performed at two nightclubs. I don't know. I was rocking two shows a week every weekend. So Friday night and Saturday night, I would rock a show. And I was doing the music when I was rapping. I was rocking shows. We were selling out shows, right? So me and my whole team, the whole Scandalous squad. I won't say the whole squad, but there was like 100 of us. There was a big fight broke out. One of my brothers got in a fight with this dude, and we beat the dog shit out of this dude, and we all got thrown out the club. So when we left, there was like at least 100 of us. We were probably like 140 deep, probably like 146 of us. I'll just say 146 for the Newland Street projects. You know what I'm saying? For the NSP and dollar sign P. We're about 140 deep. We getting kicked out the club by the bouncers and the cops in groups of 20. So we were walking back to our hotel. I had a hotel at a King Suite. I sold out a show and I got kicked out the club before I could perform. And I had hundreds of people waiting for me to perform, bro. I felt bad because everybody bought a ticket. They paid to get in the club. They paid to watch us perform. We had a bunch of other artists. I used to open up with Joyner Lucas, Millie's, all types of people there. Three for the Stripes, Finelia, J Smooth, Academics, Acrobatic. There was all types of people. I ain't even gonna let that slide. I can't believe I just called Acrobatic Academics. I've been watching too much YouTube. But yo, anyways, let me get back to the matter at hand, right? Back to the business at hand. We're leaving the club. We get kicked out. We beat the dog shit out of this dude. My brother gets in a fight with this dude. Me and my other brother see it. Two of my homies from my squad jump in. They start jumping the dude that trying to fight my brother because the dude's with like five people. So we packed them out. we beat the dog shit out of all five of them. So the bouncers and the police escorted us all out the club, and we had to leave. So we all had our cars parked around the corner. I was like right around the corner. I had the whip, but my hotel was right there. So I parked my car at the hotel and walked over to the club. So we all lit walking back. First of all, we just beat the shit out of somebody. We packed somebody out. We all fucking heated and shit. We're mad as fuck, right? Half of the squad is drunk. I wasn't drinking because I had to perform. I had to go on stage. I brought like five people on stage with me, but the rest of the squad was drunk. They was tipsy. You know what I'm saying? Shit get litty in the city when you tipsy. So we're leaving the club. We packed out like 5, 6 dudes in the club. My homeboy stole on the bouncer. Like a few of my friends got arrested, unfortunately, that night. But me and my day ones were walking back to the hotel, and we're walking by some dude, and we all had Celtics gear on. So you had different crews performing. So everybody that came with the Scandalous Squad, everybody that came to support Ronnie Blue Eyes, aka Real Severe, they all wore green. So everybody was in Celtics gear. So we are walking by a different bar, right? And there was these dudes from New York sitting outside on the curb. Yo, they must not knew where the fuck they was at and who the fuck they were dealing with, because we're walking by and I hear one of them say Celtics suck. Now me personally, I'll probably just smack you. Back then I probably would have beat the dog shit out of you, right? But before I could even do anything, I said, this dude just fucked up. He's with like 10 people. Now mind you, I'm with like 19 people, right? But we start to disperse. Five go in the hotel, five go in the car. So we're down to like 11 people, 10 people, right? This dude says Celtics suck. Yo, everybody they was sitting on a curb smoking cigarettes. I turn around. Before I could even get active, I turn around. I see my homeboy Joey Clout and his cousin just take off. My brother-in-law just take off. My best friend and my brother just take off. They just start hitting dudes. Everybody he's with gets hit. But my cousin, he goes right in this motherfucker's face, flicks the cigarette. This dude is smoking a cigarette. He says Celtics suck. I turn around to smack him. Before I can smack him, they're all already getting beat up. Curb stomp. Stomped on the curb, getting their ass beat, right? Swear to God, you can't make this shit up. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. Yo, you asked me what I did yesterday? I can't even remember what I did yesterday. But I remember this shit like it was yesterday. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, these dudes fucked up. They're about to get fucked up. And I didn't even want to beat nobody up over it. I was probably planning on just smacking him or spitting in his face or some shit, being real disrespectful. I get so disrespectful. You disrespect me, I'm gonna get ugly. I'm gonna get real ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn into a monster, kid. Green monster. So I turn around and you just see like 9 people in green, all Celtics jerseys, just pounding these dudes on the ground. But the first dude that said it, he got all his homeboys beat up. So right when he said it, I turn around. He goes, "Yo, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing." Bro, we don't joke. We don't kid. We don't play. This ain't a fucking 80s rap group. This ain't house party. We don't kid and play. I swear to God, on dead dogs, on 800, on dead dogs. Yo, all 9 of these dudes got their ass beat. By the time I turned around to react, my first instinct was to just spit at him. So I turned around and spit where he was sitting. Yo, my team in green was already beating the dog shit out of everybody on the curb. The dude had a New York Knicks hat on or some shit. My cousin took it off, stepped on it, and lit that shit on fire. I can't make this shit up. But yo, let me get back to the matter at hand, right? This shit threw me for a loop because one of my cousins is crazy. Yo, shout out to Keist. Shout out to Joey Clout, aka Joe Banger. Shout out to Coupe de Ville. Yeah, that's suicidal saying the Celtics suck in Boston. That's fucking crazy. So this is what happens. I swear to God. I'm walking. I'm the leader. I got two of my homies that work for me. When I was at my heyday, like at the peak of my rap career, two of my homies acted as bodyguards, right? They would one would watch the door and one would stay by my side. So I got them two walking in front of me side by side with me, and I'm leading the pack. I got like 8 dudes, 7 dudes behind me that are with me, walking with me. We're going back to the hotel. We all just got kicked out the thing, and the police are like, if you don't leave now, you're all going to jail. They already arrested like 3 of my homeboys. They arrested one of my brothers and 2 of my buddies. So I'm with my brother-in-law, my homeboy Cotty, my homeboy Joe Banger, aka Joey Clout, and I'm with my homeboy A Dizzle. Shout out to Coupe de Ville from Somerville. Winter Hill. Winter Hill. Yo, I turn around to spit in this dude's face and kick him. Cause he's sitting on the curb smoking a cigarette. I'm like, I'ma just dog kick him in his fucking face. I'ma just how can I say this nicely without getting canceled? Basically I was gonna stomp his fucking face in, right? Stomp his fucking face in. I turn around and kick this motherfucker's jaw loose, right? My cousin Coop gets down, gets right in his fucking face. I'm talking nose to nose, right? Flicks his lit cigarette right in his fucking face and goes, your mother sucks dick in hell, bitch. And then headbutts him. And then my whole squad just started pounding on him and beat up all his friends. By the time I turned around to kick him, they were already being beat up. And I'm not a bully. I don't kick people while they're down. My squad had it under control. There was like 10 of us. There was like 9 of them. None of them wanted to fight. None of them were about that life. The one that said Celtics suck immediately apologized, but before he could even finish his sentence, my cousin flicked his lit cigarette in his face, told him his mother sucks dick in hell, called him a bitch, headbutted him, broke his nose, he's bleeding, and then he just got pounded out by my homeboys. So I ran over there because I seen one of them get up, and when I ran over, he's like, no, I'm trying to break it up. But I don't believe shit. I ain't gonna let you sucker punch one of my homeboys. So I kicked him in his stomach and I punched him in his face, and he fell on the ground. And my 2 bodyguards grabbed me and pulled me away from the fight. And I looked over, and my squad was just pummeling the rest of them on the ground, beating their ass. This is all over one person saying Celtics suck. Now, mind you, we were still on our bullshit back in the day. Nowadays, I'm a grown man. That was the old me, not the grown me. You might get a different reaction out of me. Nowadays, if you tell me Celtics suck, I'll show you an 18-time world championship banner. I'll bust out my Celtics jacket with the 18-time world championship on it. You know what I'm saying? I'll start showing you trophies and medals and rings that say otherwise. I'll start Googling showing you statistics. You know what I'm saying? I'll start showing you jerseys that have the numbers. The numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? This is the city of champions. Boston Red Sox, New England Patriots, Boston Bruins. Yo, you fuck around and say some dumb shit like that at a Bruins game, at a hockey game, there's no doubt you getting the dog shit beat out you on dogs. Them Irish dudes don't play. We don't play about that hockey. All my cousins play hockey. They will beat you to death with their hockey stick, allegedly. So, hypothetically. They'll beat you within an inch of your life with their hockey stick. If you say some slick shit like that, don't doubt it for 1 second. They'll beat the dog shit out of you. So I've seen somebody get almost beat to death over saying the Celtics suck. But who the fuck says that to a group of people walking with green bandanas and green hats and black and white and Celtics jerseys and jackets and hoodies? And who the fuck? You must be real ignorant, real naive. You definitely ain't from around here. You're from New York. You don't know how we rock in Boston. You found out real quick. Homeboy left in the ambulance. By the time we got up out of there, my two homeboys, they were like my best friends, but they were like 250 pounds. They were like my bodyguards. I never needed no bodyguards. I never wanted no bodyguards. My squad insisted because I was a boss and I was so important to the family. They made sure that the head of the snake never got cut off and they always had my back. So as they're like lugging me away from the fight, I look back, them dudes are all on the ground getting the shit kicked out of them, bro. Before I could even react, homeboy got his shit fucked up. My cousin went right in his face. He said, "What? Your mother sucks dick in hell." Flicked a lit cigarette right in his face and fucking headbutted him. Boom, hit him with the headbutt. And then I just kicked one of his homeboys, punched him in his shit. And then my homeboys grabbed me up out of there. I look back, they got stomped out. I'm like, I gave them the whistle, the signal, you know what I mean? I gave them the quick skew, and they all started walking and following me back to the hotel. The police came, a few people ran, a few of us got into the hotel. I had VIP access. I got up in the hotel suite. I made sure my homies were good. One of the girls that were driving, I'm like, yo, get them out of here. Everyone got up out of there. There was like a hundred of us that night. A few of us already got arrested at the club. We all got thrown out the club. Few of us got escorted by the police. The rest got escorted by security out the club for beating up the dudes in the club. And then we're already leaving a fight, so we're already pumped up. We're heated as fuck. Everybody's mad. Now they're all happy and laughing because they just beat somebody up. But I'm heated because I didn't get to perform my set, and I sold the place out. I made like 3,000, like 3,400 in ticket sales that night, and nobody got to see me perform because some fool got in an argument with my brother. My other brother punched him in his face. They beat him up. My squad jumped in. As soon as I see my brother fighting, I jumped in. And then I see my squad beat up his friends, and I'm like, damn, this is gonna end bad. So security escorted us out. We all got kicked out. We all got thrown out the fucking club. So we're already leaving a fight. We're already heated. A few of our homeboys got arrested. A few of the guys, my buddies got arrested. One of my brothers. And then I'm walking with my best friend Cotty and my best friend Keith, aka Joey Cloud, Joe Banger, my brother-in-law A Dizzle, Coop DeVille. I'm walking with them and a few other people. My brother Boo is actually there. Rest in peace, Boo. Shout out to my big brother Lou. Salute. Um, I'm heated. I'm like, damn, I didn't get to perform. I feel bad. I hope people ain't gonna be asking for refund. But it was such a fun night. Everybody that had performed before me, everybody that bought the tickets were happy. They were disappointed that they didn't get to see me perform. But the following weekend, we did a free show just to make up for me not being able to perform that night. We rocked a free show. I think we ended up at the Purple Shamrock in Boston. We were so deep, the fire marshals came and shut us down. I put that on dead dogs. The fire marshal shut us down because the limit was like whatever the limit was, we exceeded it by like a few hundred. So say it held like 300 people downstairs and 300 people upstairs. We had almost 1,000 people in there. So the fire marshals came and shut us down. So the following weekend, I did a show for free. But yeah, that's what happens in Boston when you say some dumb shit. I've been at a Red Sox game before, and I was leaving. I used to work at Fenway Park. I worked at Fenway Park for years, kid. And I've seen people try to be funny wearing a Yankees like jersey and a Yankees hat. I seen them get dragged off the train, beat up at the station, and the dude jumped back on the train and didn't even miss a stop. I seen that shit happen mad time. Now me, I'm not into sports like that. I like basketball. I like UFC. You ain't gonna catch me fighting over Red Sox and Yankees. I could give a fuck less. None of them pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like the motherfuckers ain't paying my bills. What have they ever done for me on some Sonny from Bronx tale shit? Like You know what I'm saying? Like, what have they ever done for me? You ain't done nothing for me. What have you done for me lately? I'm not a fanatic. Excuse me, I'm not a fanatic. I don't get all overboard like that. But people in Boston do. When I worked at Fenway Park, I seen Boston Red Sox fans beat the dog shit out of people wearing just for wearing Yankees hats and uniforms and jerseys. I swear to God. But this one time we'll walk in, they said the Celtics suck. That shit was bad, bro. By the time I turned around, my cousin was in Buddy's face like, "What's up, guy? Your mother sucks dick in hell." Boom. Flicked a lit cigarette right in his face. As soon as he went like this, um he headbutted him, and shit was just blood was just splattering. Shit was just red. Like, you could just see he was profusely bleeding. My cousin, boom, headbutted him right in the face, and Buddy shit was just broke. Shit was just bleeding, bro. Like, shit was just all red, bro. And then like a few of my homies had blood all over their green and white jerseys. Everybody was in green and white. I was in white and green. I had the white Celtics jersey with the green. I was clean that night. I got pictures from that night, and I got a video uh of us performing the weekend after the makeup show. It was like last minute, if you know, you know, free show. And I performed downstairs in a club, and the shit was lit. I got videos of that. I got videos and I got pictures of that night. And we're deep. But I swear to God, as soon as Homeboy said that, I'm thinking in my head, Homeboy fucked up. Buddy just fucked up. This guy, dude just fucked up, guy. And I turn around, I'm like, I'm about to kick him in his shit. And I had on these crispy. I had the black and green Air Forces with the white. Yo, I had the jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? I had the nice jumpsuit, bro, with the jersey underneath. You know what I'm saying? This shit was fly. But as soon as I turned around, bro, and it's crazy because the police came, and then afterwards, when they went, because the dudes from New York were telling, they're like, "Yo, we made a joke. All we said was the Celtics suck." Dude was all bloody, and the cop was like, "Well, that wasn't the smartest thing." Even the Boston cop was telling the dude that just got the dog shit beat out of him, "Well, that wasn't the smartest thing you ever done." He wasn't even tripping. He wasn't even chasing my friends trying to chase the squad down and none of that shit. Yo, 90% of us got away that night. Only like 10% of us went to jail and got arrested. Like I said, we were like 140 deep. I think like three of us got arrested, like two or three. Yeah, like three of us got arrested at the club. Three of my homeboys got arrested at the club during the first fight. And then after the second fight, nobody got caught. They caught like two of my homeboys. And then I had my manager ready for bail. I had my producer, my engineer, and my manager ready to go bail them out. And I think maybe one other person got arrested after that. And it was just like a simple assault. We had him bailed out the next night. Well, we had him bailed out that Monday because it was a weekend. I think it was like a Saturday. It was a weekend. I don't know if it was like a Friday or Saturday, but they had to sit until Monday. So by the time Monday came, we bailed out like four or five people. One or two from the second fight and three from the original fight. Like two or three of them got arrested in the club from when my brother got in the fight. And my brother was one of the people that actually got arrested, but he ran from the cops. He got chased, and they ended up arresting one of my buddies just because they couldn't catch my brother. And they seen, because we were all wearing green. So that's another part of the story. We all started ripping our shirts off and taking our hats off and walking in our white tees because they were looking for people in green. When the cops grabbed us, you could hear the people, suspects all wearing green Celtics jerseys. So we all started taking our green hoodies off, our green t-shirts, green hats, Celtics jerseys, whatever we were rocking, we were trying to take them off. But I had the green kicks on. I had the black and green Air Forces with the white laces and the white outline in the jumpsuit, the sweatsuit, the jogger. You know what I'm saying? And I try to cover my shit up, but they had us. They knew it was us. But yeah, I've seen somebody get the dog shit beat out of them just for wearing some shit like that. Yeah, homeboy's nose was all fucked up. Yeah, just go get the car, get the car. Yo, but I swear to God, the most memorable shit about that night is like, when you get in action mode, when you get in your John Wick mode, everything like goes in slow motion, right? When homeboy said fuck the Celtics, no, he said Celtics suck. I was like, yo, it's about to be a real bad night for him and everybody he's with. I'm like, I'm gonna just spit in his face. But as I turned around, I decided to kick him in his face. But what stands out the most, what I remember the most, motherfuckers was crying and shit. My cousin went just like this. Homeboy's like, yo, Celtics suck. My cousin went, your mother sucks dick in hell, bitch. Flicked a licked cigarette in his face. Bow, hit him with the fucking headbutt, buddy. Dude was out, guy. Buddy was out, bro. His fucking nose, shit was profusely bleeding like shit was leaking, bro. And everybody he was with was like, "Yo, we don't want no problems. He was just joking. Like, we don't play like that out here." All my homeboys I was with, they were already riled up because we all just got kicked out of a club. We've been preparing for months to rock this show and have a good time. And everybody showed up in their green and white. Everybody showed up in their scandalous gear, their Celtics wear. Everybody came ready and prepared and shit like that. People were throwing guns and knives and shit because I'm like, yo, hands only. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here selling out shows. I was doing very good. I was very successful. I had the two bodyguards had pistols on them. They had license to carry. I'm like, no guns. You know what I'm saying? These dudes clearly ain't with the shits. They were big as fuck. They're like, Celtics suck. But I turn around and they getting the dog shit beat out of them. So all I did was kick one and punch one in the face. The other eight was already getting scraped. The one that said it, my cousin let him have it. Said, your mother sucks dick in hell, bitch. Flicked the lick cigarette right in his fucking grill. Bow! Hit him with the headbutt, bro. His whole shit started leaking, and he just started going in, punching him. Bow, bow, bow. I turned around, boom, I kicked one dude in the stomach, punched him in his face. His friends are trying to call plea. They're like, yo, he's just drunk. He's just drunk. We don't want no problems. We don't want no beef. My homeboy's like, too late, motherfucker. Crashed him in his face. And then we all got up out of there. My hotel was right around the corner. I was staying in one of the nicest hotels in Boston. This shit was too rich for my blood, but my manager was paying for it. So I had like a king suite. Mind you, I'm bringing like 9 girls back to the hotel. I'm throwing a little after party, respectfully. Um, I'm with like out of the 100 of the squad, they're all going back to the projects, shoot dice, live life, do whatever the fuck they do. But I invited a select few, just my brothers, my homeboy Cotty, my homeboy A Dizzle, my homeboy Joe Banger, aka Joey Clout, Coop DeVille. I invited a select few back to the hotel because I had met a few girls in the club, and I told them, "Yo, meet us at the after party." So we had like I had like 9 girls coming to the hotel to kick it. They all had me signing CDs and shit. They all bought CDs. I was selling shirts. I had the real severe shirts, the scandalous shirts. I had the ladies love blue eye shirts with the Ronnie Blue Eye signature. So I was selling shirts and CDs. So everybody was coming back. We had them sold out at the show. So at the hotel, we all had our cars at the hotel. So I had a whole trunk full of CDs and a whole trunk full of shirts and the hotel closet was filled with my shirts, the Scandalous shirts, on hangers. So people were meeting us back at the hotel to buy T-shirts, and we were all wearing. Some of us were wearing green T-shirts that says "Scandalous" on it, but a lot of us were just rocking Celtics gear that night because I told everybody, "Yo, come in your, green gang green, Scandalous team shit, like squad shit." So we all knew we all came in green to differentiate each other from other crews in there because you had like 7 different performers. All them 7 different performers, they all had different crews. They brought in 20 people, 100 people, fucking 15 people, 30 people. They all had their own entourage and supporters and fans and shit. So to stand out, anybody that came with us or to support us wore green. So we could immediately spot each other if some shit went down. And sure enough, some shit went down. Leave it to my brother Boo, rest in peace, to pop some shit off. Some dude tried to get disrespectful. He got his ass beat. They lugged my brother up out of there. 2 of my homeboys crashed out. Much love to A Dizzle and Cotty. Shout out to Joe Banger and Coop DeVille, aka Joey Clout. Um, they crashed out, smashed dudes out, and we got kicked out the club, escorted out the club by security. By the time police came, they were looking to arrest a bunch of us. They only caught a couple of us. Thank God they didn't arrest all of us. But we're walking back to the hotel. This dude says Celtics suck. The next thing you know, he's being told his mother sucks dick in hell and he's a bitch. Gets a lit cigarette flicked right in his shit and headbutted, right in his shit. Leaking, bro. Just for speaking, bro. Left leaking just for speaking. And that's how it goes down in Boston. Shout out to the whole Shamrock squad. Dollar Sign Gang, Scandalous Squadron, aka Stick Up Squad, all my stand up guys, all my solid dudes, all my Scandalinas, and all my Scandalinos too. You know what it do. Rest in peace, Boo. Salute.